Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be exploring one very important security check most developers forget in their sign up flow, and this is about blocking disposable emails. In case you're not conversant with what disposable emails are, they are like temporary email addresses used for a short period of time. Often, like they don't require registration, and they automatically get deleted after like a set period of time. Yeah, popularly known as throwaway emails, temp mail, and the like. And popular guys that offer this are like temp mail, mailinator, 10-minute mail, and from a user point of view, we see it as being clever, but from a applications point of view, it can be a mess. And we're going to see why this can be a mess. But people use this kind of mails for many reasons, different reasons. Some people use them to stay anonymous, some to avoid marketing emails, some to bypass account limits, some to create spam accounts with no intention of sticking around, and all of those things. But when you look deep into all of this, this is something that solo developers, small SaaS teams should actually pay attention to as they build softwares, as they build SaaS applications, because especially with the age of AI, where we are all integrating AI into our products, and when we are trying to like offer free plans and all of those, we really don't want people abusing all of these plans, because at the end of the day it costs us. So let's say you're building a product and a user signs up with a mail like random@mailinator.com. Cool. Actually they'll get in and then they'll leave, or worse, they will abuse your free plan, because they can always like spin up another disposable email and start over again. All of this kills your metrics. It inflates your user count. It pollutes your database. And at the end of the day, it opens up abuse vectors like vote rigging, fake reviews, brute forcing referrals, and all of those things. And even worse, a lot of these disposable services can, the truth is they can receive emails. So this means your email confirmation isn't enough. So they'll still get your verify your email sort of link. They'll click it and they'll look like real users, but they are not. So this is why you have to implement this into your sign up flow or your update account flow. Else, like there would be all of this pollution in your database or in your system. Now, there is a GitHub repository, disposable email domains. Now, this is an awesome open source project that maintains a blocklist of these known disposable emails. So they maintain a block list of these disposable email domains, and it's used by big companies, and it's usually updated. It's updated regularly. If you check the commit history, you notice at least it's been updated. You say it's been updated in 4 hours. So it's updated regularly. And all it does is it stores a giant list of domains like mailinator.com and the likes. It's in 10-minute mail and all of those. So all of these emails, and then what you can do is you can download this file, or you can set up an automated means of getting this file regularly, maybe daily or so. You can download this file into your project, a .conf file, a .conf file. You can download this file straight up from here, or you could make a fetch request to this endpoint to continuously fetch this file into your project. Now, I set up a very basic Node.js project where I downloaded the file. You can see the file here. I downloaded the file, disposable email blocklist.conf. Here, I downloaded the file, and what I'm doing is, so this is just a very basic Node.js application. I created an array of disposable domains, and what I'm doing here is I created a function that is accessing this file. And what we're doing is we're splitting per line to get each of these disposable domains, right? We're trying to get all of these disposable domains. Now, when we get all of these disposable domains, the next thing we're doing is you can skip all of these. The next thing we are doing is we're creating a function that gets these domains from the users. For example, when we have a route here. Now, what this route does is if a user sends in an email, for example, a user is trying to sign up. Now they enter their email and password. So for this, we're just interested in the email. They enter their email and password. And what we do first is, okay, if there's no email address, definitely you're going to return a 400 status code. But if there's an email address, the next thing you want to do is to validate the email. And that is why we created this function with regex. And then we're just trying to validate that this is actually a valid email that has the @ and the .com and all of those things, right? We're validating it. But now this is where the real disposable email validation comes in. Now we have this is disposable email, and we're taking the email address. Now when we take the email address, what we're doing is we're splitting it. We're trying to take the value after the @ because that is where the domain comes in. You have something like joel at example.com. Now the example.com is the domain, right? And that is what we're trying to we're trying to verify from all of this, because these are like the domains that comes with all of these disposable emails. So we get the domain of the email and then we validate it against the array of disposable emails we got from this list, because we created an array from this list. Now we'll validate it. Now if it returns true, then we return this. That means disposable emails are not allowed. But if it returns false, then you can go ahead with your sign up logic and all of that. Now, this is a sign up code. I just set up a very basic Postman here, a post request, and this is a mailinator.com mail. And then when you send it, it tells you these disposable emails are not allowed. But now when you use a valid domain and send it, then you're able to like go through the sign up process. Now, all of this does not take away the place of confirming emails, but we're just trying to avoid using disposable emails. Definitely, you still want to verify the emails. You want to send a mail to their account to be able to know this is a valid email and all those logic. But this is a logic that should be in place. If not, you would get people misuse your software and all of those. And this same process needs to go into your update email process, because another thing people do is this is like a very sneaky part. Users, they register with a clean Gmail address, then they change it to a disposable one after they are in. Now, you may wonder, why would they do that? And there are a few reasons. They want to ditch your emails. They're planning to churn or abuse the system, or they want to pass the account off to somebody else. The truth is, humans are clever, and we are all clever. We've all done all of this, or we've all tried to do all of this. Now, if you only validate emails on sign up, they will just wait to switch later. So you need to implement this in the update route. So if a user is updating their account and they get to want to update their email, we should still check if this is a disposable email that they are passing in. We should undo this logic again before we store to the database. Very, very important. And the same logic, so this is a push request, and should be able to have update email, and then now this is a valid email. Is going to work well. But if I come here and I pick one of the domains and go back here and use it, it's going to tell us that this is a disposable email. So you need to implement all of this logic as you go about your whole authentication flow. And now this isn't about being paranoid. It's about like keeping your app clean and your numbers real. That's the truth. Because most beginner developers don't think about this kind of stuff. But when you start building apps, and in these days where we have everybody vibe coding, everybody building SaaS softwares, so you don't incur unnecessary costs, so you don't see your software get abused, and all of those small things like this matter a lot. If you're working on a project, add these checks. It takes less than 10 minutes to implement into your whole system, and your system becomes like more solid. And if you're into stuff like so you should implement all of this, and that is why I decided to like share this video. It's nothing really complex to implement. There's an open source a repo already, you can automate this so that it keeps pulling this file maybe every day, every 2 days, every week, so that you get like updated files. So it could be every week. That's like a better flow or something like that. And then you are safe. This is like just one security check. I miss like many, and I thought to like share it in the video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.